Well, hello to episode 29, game week 28 of FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis. And just the guru tonight, just myself, Vince. Some guru has will look in the fixtures later on where we are in the Christy Nicholson Pub League. Wow, it's we'll get onto that anyway. It's just a disaster this week. For the season, really. For me anyway. And for quite a few of our guys as well. Up and down game week for some killed it, some total disaster. What do I mean by that? Well, here you go, Joey Neenan on top of the Christy Nicholson Pub League, 907 points, phenomenal. Clear winner this year, no problem there. But there is a chasing pack of Aidan Han Solo Fitz, Shane the Faceman Healy, Dave McNamara, no nickname for him yet, just the Mac. Stephen Strett, Nolan hanging in there. Would say Marky Phillips is just massive drop from second all year to sixth, and it's just a straight fight between these five who finishes in the top three or four. The fourth is the Kirk Clapp Memorial. So there's all to play for them top six. Myself, well, cut off in seventh, a massive 70 points down. And, you know, we're thinking of who will finish second to the Oracle this year, or third, sorry. Joey's so far gone that I don't even count him, anymore. He's just gone, like. So it's just myself and the top 10, Ivan DeMello here in London, Sean Gilday, Sean Sniper, and Donny O'Brien, Donald Silvermines O'Brien. Massive stride for him, a massive jump there with the 85 points this game week. So it's really us four who are trying to hold on to those top 10 places to get the cap this year. Top 10 get the cap, as I showed in the last episode. It's we're getting the design over for a ship from China to Malaysia, and my wife will observe the design and the quality of that. If she says yay, then we get the order in, and it's just a matter of time. It's all done and dusted. So that's something. That's probably all I can salvage. Yeah, Snowman, Christy Snowman's back into 11th anyway. I know hasn't changed much. It's just a lot of messing in between. Yeah, not too much now between the two of us. Nothing between any of us really now. Starman now, phenomenal rise there. Getting the Ward Prowse was a massive, differential captain for him. Massive, great stuff. And it's just a massive momentum over the last two or three game weeks. Christy has really come on from a big slump. It seems that this slump goes around from player to player, and it's my turn now for a few weeks. It's going to be somebody else's turn for a few weeks, and the most consistent are going to be the top four. It's a bit harsh, the Oracle dropping, like, it's just mind-blowing, really. But as I said, there's 20 points between second. There's nothing in it. Well, it's very hard to make up the ground this year. Yeah, Keith Robinson has popped up big time. Big move from 16th. Kathrik is from India, and he's still in the game. The Hitman, unfortunately, a bit of a game week like myself. He's captain Cancelo. I've gone for Ings, and that was a disaster. Total disaster. That was no fun. This game week 27. After about 12, 15 minutes, Ings goes off, and that's your captain finish for the 4 days. Terrific. And also with the Leicester dude, Harvey Barnes, being injured. Just no luck at all this year. Pork one's creeping up a bit. Joy Fahey, it's gone, what disaster, 28 points. So, and another note for John Toffee Crush Kelly, Everton fan, he's got the best point total of the week, 103 and 20. So he's creeping up, double winner. So that's the crux of it. Let's go and get on to the video and see what we have. Oh. Any moment now, anyway. Worked hard on this. I have so many projects. Well, there you go. Let's recap over a bit of this. Joey Commando Neenan, flying it, phenomenal. 267 gun salute for the Commando Neenan. That's a reference to Gundogan, who scored tonight against Southampton in the 5-2 win. Phenomenal stuff. And that really helped him up to about 60 odd points. He's kept in the game. It could have been a total disaster. City not keeping a clean sheet in both games is a disaster as well for a load of people who've gone all in on City stuff. We'll talk about that later, but Joy will have made, he's, if I just pop to his, this is his 64 points, 267, but he's 1,907 points, so he's made another 16 points, so he'll make a bit of ground. Maybe loads will have had Gundogan anyway, so I think roughly he'll be about 267, maybe 250 if he's lucky. Phenomenal season. Just have to, tip your hat to Joy, and we need to start again for next season. Our top dog champion, an honorary top dog now for next year on the list. Not a resident top dog, mind you. He won't come on. I don't blame him because it's distracting. When you're a pro FPL player, you don't have time to waste about with this sort of carry on. On this live TV, it's on YouTube, and some people want to do it and host it and go for it. Others want to, play it their way, and that's the way to do it. And no arguing with Joey this year. Our Christy Nicholson winner, the first time he's entered and the first time he's won it. So he's an honorary top dog. And congratulations, Joey. And if you're watching the episode, I'm not on Facebook or Messenger or Twitter or Instagram. Find a way to give your phone number to Bonan, Nolan, or somebody. I have Nolan's number. Get me on WhatsApp, and I can get a voice message off you to see how you're getting on. That's the way it works. Or I'll have to get a pigeon to carry it to you somehow. What's next on the news? Yeah, Danny Ings, obviously, I said I had him as captain, and I thought I'd go for a differential guy. I thought I'd take a chance, try and make up some ground. No ground, can't make up any ground at all. Everything backfired. DCL's backfired on me big time. He's absolutely finito in my, I did my free hit and I had the straight choice. Will I go for a Carlson or DCL? And I was going to go on both plus Kane, and that was a disaster. Didn't get either in, and that free hit in the game week 27. So there you go. That's Danny. That's me. Screw. So one man's ings is another man's Prowse. One man's gain is another man's fall. Whatever. The guru out, down and out, and that's me out for the season. So I've given up all on FPL this year. I'll try and creep about. It's phenomenal though. I'll finish way outside the top 500,000. Never done that before, ever. It's just shocking. Shocked about what I've done this year. Seriously, it's visibly shaken all year over this. The race for the top 10, well, all these guys are in it. Christy, Snowman, Silver Mines. We've got the, this is, maybe if I enhance that, get a better picture. You got William there and Starman, Ado. And it's apparently there's a good bit of hype about the caps, and the caps look great anyway. You know, a bit Trump-esque, which I didn't mean to, but there's a bit of black in there to kind of the club, the Ballyhaunis thing going. I thought it was a nice touch to get it done, but why not? If you can do it, do it. It's great crack. Wear the cap with pride. This is phenomenal league. Very difficult. So you know, Sean Sniper we'll hear from Sniper later on. You know, we're all struggling from 7 down to 10. We're just struggling to stay there. You know, I don't really have too much of an appetite anyway. You know, a hat's a hat. You know, it's no solace, you know. I'm moaning a bit too much, sorry. Silver Mines is killing us. He's really going great guns for the cap. You see, it's all about momentum, really. Mark and I'm in quicksand going down. Mark is just in free fall. Sean Gilday is like myself, free fall. We're all falling. Our momentum is all dragging us down here. And you can see the guys here. Even Keith Robinson's got a chance to creep up into the top 10. There's still 10 game weeks to go, you know, so still plug away, you know. So there's a lot of carry on around the manor, around the town, to see who can flick in that. William Nestor 1564. It's a lot. It's a lot to make up even. Yeah, it's 100. Well, the way I'm going, the way some of us are going, we're falling like flies. We're falling down there. I don't know how to stop it. I got onto my team later, but I'm trying everything and trying all sorts of random. Like I got in Pepe this week, and he scored a couple against Burnley, or he had a good game against them, and then he doesn't start, and he probably won't start. He'll probably start the Europa now tomorrow night, then be rested. So I'll have to drop Pepe against Tottenham. Also, I drafted in Lingard, took a -4, and then didn't realise that he's not playing against his parent club United in the next game. It's just rookie stuff that's going on with me. My mind's not on the game anyway. I'm on to other different projects. I'll keep this going anyway, definitely. But it's hard to keep some sort of a vibe with this now, you know, when you're just total Mickey Mouse. So what else? What else is on the news? Yeah, that's the race anyway. So for the cap, yeah, just a word for John Toffee Crush Kelly. Just a great game week. Just go on to his you know, he's won it twice, 2015 and 16. Granted, you know, there've probably been only about 20 at the time. In this league we have it's doubled. So and the quality of players just all the way down to John and you know, like Richardson's played this a long while, Duncan Hannon, they're quality. These are guys that have, and Duncan's won it before. So yeah, there's quality all over the place, you know, no matter what position there is. It's just a bad year or something, or whatever. So what was John Kelly's team? This a special word. What a phenomenal team. De Bruyne, he's took a chance on him. He's paid him back. I think he might have, he got nothing against United, but he's got 2 goals tonight, probably an assist. And that gamble looked really, really frightening against United, and now it's paid off. Bad game, good game, bad game, good game. That's the way it is this year. It's all random. You cannot stick or fix captain. You have to pick a captain for a game. You think the way it's going, anyone who's playing Southampton, captain them against them. That's the way it is now. It's just stick. And Southampton don't seem to be too bad. They've got good players. Jamie Ward-Prowse now. Ingsy's got injured. Che Adams good. I don't know, bro. I don't know. They don't seem to be a bad team, but they're just leaking goals. They can't do anything right at the back. Oh, Martinez, clever, good stuff. Diaz, Dallas, Keane. So look, he got all them points. No defense. But look at all this. This is Gundogan, obviously Kane. Everyone's got Gundogan. De Bruyne is definitely differential. But will he start every game? This is what I have in the news as well. The City dudes. Sterling, I don't think he played tonight. Riyad Mahrez scored twice tonight. Foden started, but they're not. They're playing in the Champions League, and they're playing in the FA Cup. I think they're still in the FA Cup. There's still so many assaults. They got the League Cup. I don't know how they're going to do it, really, City. I'm not having any of their players. I'm getting off all of them. I have Stones and I have Cancelo, and Cancelo played tonight. They're well. Look, 5-2. It's funny, isn't it? They had a great defense, and now they're gone all attack with a bit of slippage in defense. So this season's just, if next season's going to be anything like this, it's just going to be basically the Sun Dream Team, where you pick 11 players. There's no substitutes, and if you have 5 substitutes per month, you can only do 5 changes per month. That's the way this is going to be next year if this is to carry on. There's no rest. There's no nothing. There's going to have the European Championships now in the summer, and listen, you get paid good money. Yes, I know. You should not feel sorry for them. But now you see people going to get injured. It's all over the place, and nobody can play 6 games in 2 weeks. All right. So that's where you are at City. The Pep roulette. I don't know any sort of dude that is apart from Emerson and Diaz. They're the only 2 that start every game. De Bruyne will not be risked like that. Aguero's back, but he's doesn't look anywhere near the races. The COVID thing must have totally took the I don't know, everything out of him. So John's had a good game, great game week. Prowsey, I was looking at Prowse, but I said no, Ings will get the penalties, and guess who got the penalties? JWP. So one man's pain is another man's gain. What else have we got in the news? Well done, John. Great to see you back, killing it. I've already discussed this crack with City, and Southampton are going south, and they're going down, mate. See the way they're going. Fulham, what a team! Absolutely full admiration for Fulham. I think we can go on to Fulham. This is the crack about Fulham. Where are Liverpool at now? You have to get off all your Liverpool stuff. Seriously, Salah is the top league goal scorer. I can't remember the last time he scored. Was it against Palace, the 7-0? He's scoring penalties. Liverpool haven't scored a goal in play for yonks. Was it WBA that they scored against them last time play, against a goal in play? Shaqiri, rubbish. Origi, rubbish. Firmino, injured, rubbish. Never scores. Salah and Mane don't get on. They don't see eye to eye. They never assist each other. Not like Sonaldo and Kane. Now it's Belaldo and Kane. So if you have Liverpool assets, you just have no choice. You're going backwards. This is a total disaster with them. Salah has been the massive disappointment. And then you hear on the radio, oh, the top, there's that brain dead stuff going on the radio. Pool of blood pool. That's what's going on in Liverpool. And the Piranham, Fulham won. This is just not serious. 6 defeats at home in a row for Liverpool after not losing for like 4 years at home. I think this is just something that Liverpool have to get put behind them and just try and get their guys back. And there's no guarantee Virgil van Dijk will come back the same guy from day one. There's no guarantee. It's this sort of massive injury that is quad something injury. Gomez injured. And I think you can say Thiago has not worked out at Liverpool whatsoever. So you can't have anything from Liverpool. Yeah, here's Bruno. Bruno can't drop this guy. He's fixture proof. The Pep Roulette angst. Yeah, the Man City roulette. Forget. Like, you're just going to have to be a mind reader or just get lucky with whatever starting next week. For me, I'm trying to get a group of guys together that are in Europe or not playing Champions League or whatever, or not in the cups, and maybe they'll play week to week, 7 days, and they'll be okay. I'll keep an eye out for Jack Grealish if he gets back. Take a chance on him. You know, we can complain all our like, but nothing's going to change. But if this is the same story next season, and we don't get back to any normality, and the fans don't come back, and it's all baloney, I really seriously consider football again. It's just not worth it. All systems Spurs. Yeah, it's a mad rush now to get on the Kane and Bale train. Kane and Abel. Kane and Abel. I'm trying to do something here. It's probably not working. Cockerels 4, Eagles 1. Yeah, Palace got their wings clipped, and just Kane's incredible goal the other day from, I think it was his second goal he scored from outside the box. Phenomenal. Maybe it's just for somebody like me that's in no man's land and all just fighting to stay in the same place. May just have to take a lot of risks and get maybe 3 Spurs. I don't know, mate. But things are looking up for a Dele Alli-less Spurs, who will probably play tomorrow night in that Champions League game. I can't remember who they're playing, to be honest. Slavia Prague or something. No idea. I should know. What's going on here? So Liverpool won 2-0. That's morale boosting. There's Thiago. Obviously, I've downed Thiago, but Champions League, he's fine. Like, you know, the pace of it. Like, but in the Premier League, I don't know, mate. It's I don't think it's worked out. It's very hard to settle in as a new recruit. We understand that. And he's a proven class player, you know, won Champions Leagues, I think. PSG and Barca, so no problems for PSG to go through. So you'll just see if Liverpool are just going to put all their eggs in the Champions League and win it. I wouldn't rule them against winning it, you know. They probably will win the Champions League. I've got the scarf there from the Spurs Liverpool thing, and that's all I've took out of that match. But at least we got to a Champions League final. It's no how do you do, but some teams haven't got to a Champions League final in there yet, you know. Finally crested that one. Matched Arsenal. They got to a Champions League final. So that's the story. So yeah. So what was more? But yeah. Yeah. So total disaster this week. 34 points. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Just took a chance on Pepe there and Ings. Just, you're looking for 20 points off that, but it still wouldn't have been enough. 55 points wouldn't have been enough. So that's me over and done with. It's no point really concentrating on what I'm doing, really. Should be talking to someone who knows what they're doing this season. This is what I'm going to go next week. As you know, Lingard isn't playing, so that was a bit of a mistake on my part, but I'm just going to try and get rid of the City guys and try and prepare for game week 29 and just see if I can have a team full of players that will suit game week 29 and then just leave it. Pray and hope for a miracle. Pope has been dreadful. Martinez would have made me about 30 points by now. And of course, I leave Meslier on the bench when he saves a penalty, and then that rule where Lingard scores, he gets a miss, right? But he still scores from the penalty theoretically. But Meslier saves it, but then it gets the credit, gets the extra points, but then concedes it. You know, it's an absolute stupidity. You know, I think the rule should be changed where if you still score from that play, you should still. This miss thing is stupidity, and Meslier gets the bonus points from the other day now, and that 2-0. Leeds are absolutely seriously. What have I done with Leeds? The hitman, they warned me you're going to get stung with Leeds, and he proved to be right. Definitely got stung. I'm bollocks now. Yeah, Rafinha is going to score a hat trick against Chelsea. Yeah, yeah. Well, I've took a minus anyway for next week, and it looks like I need another -8 to get rid of the Leeds players for this game week 28, and then get them back for game week 29. That's the way to work FPL, you know. I'm the guru. You know, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I do. Oh, so I'll play Holden instead of Rafinha. Yeah, that will. Yeah. Chelsea are conceding to Tuchel. The tickle meister is just a genius. He's laughing and smiling. He's delighted with his life. Chelsea are phenomenal. They spent how many hundreds of million last year, and they're going to finish probably the same position they did, this last year than this year. So that's going to be a massive success. But can they win the Champions League? That could be the only thing. And Tuchel knows how to do in the Champions League. He's got pedigree. So I don't know what Fat Frank is doing sitting at home watching this with his Chelsea. You know, they've cast him aside as if he's just a rag doll. And that's Chelsea. And Chelsea win trophies. You know, United, they haven't won a trophy in 3 years. That's an eternity for a United fan. Are they just going to slip back to the kind of Arsenal Spurs thing? You know, maybe not so much Arsenal because they win trophies. In all fairness, they're magpies for silver. They, you know, every second or third year it's always a trophy at Arsenal, no matter what. Chelsea perennial winners as well, trophies. It's hard to say it. It really is. Would I think Spurs will win it? No, don't know. No, don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Care too much. It's a waste of time. Try and care about making money. So let's hear what some of the guys have got to say. Stop wasting your time if you're watching. Let's hear first from the best thing to do is to go by the league and filter down. Let's hear from the face.
Hi, Vinny. How are you? How are you? Hi, lads. Hope you're all keeping well and safe in these times. Suppose I'm happy enough with. Well, I'm not happy and I'm unhappy. It's a bit of mixed emotions. Thought I'd get more out of Gundogan. City scored 5 tonight and just a goal out of him. But look, listen, it's better than nothing. At half time tonight, I thought, oh my God, this is after backfiring. Him and Bruno really were the real points winners for me this game week. I thought I'd get more, to be honest, and I thought I might cut into Neenan a small bit, but what's happened is I've actually dropped a spot now. But look, listen, people, Aiden Fitz had a fantastic game week there. There's a few guys that are in 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. They're not out of contention yet either for a top 5 spot. It's a fantastic standard. I mean, week in, week out, there's people putting up massive scores, and you just don't know what way it's going to go. Like Marky, I know, has slipped down a bit this game week, but there's nothing to say Marky won't move back up again next game week. Don't really know what I'm going to do next week yet, Vinny, or for the next game week. I have to research it a bit more. But I'd be hoping, like, Spurs assets are good now. Spurs seem to be going very well. So I'm going to have a look at that. I've one free transfer. Triple captain is used. So triple captain used. Am I happy? No, I'm not happy with how my triple captain went, to be quite honest. If I was happy, I'd be getting maybe a bit more out of him. There's been so many times where I thought about triple captain or other, but I thought Gundogan being triple captain would be a differential for me anyhow. After the captain's pick of the week for me was Aiden and James Ward-Prowse, and just as a captain, and he's only 5 point something million, I think, or 6 million in around that, like. And the points he got Aiden this game week, phenomenal, and great call by Aiden, by the way. Other than that, Vinny, I still don't know what I'm going to do. My City defence, I mean, like, there's a few guys with 2 or 3 City guys in defence and a goalie as well. I just don't know what's going to happen next, Vinny, but bit of mixed emotions is the best way to describe my game week. But look, listen, we live to fight another day. It's still not over. There's a lot left to play. Captain, it really emphasised this game week. If you get your captain's pick right, look at Aiden Fitz this game week compared to Marky. It was a tell sign. Aiden Fitz is up ahead of Marky now because of his captain's pick, and the captain's pick is key. It's how the league is going to be swung. And that top 5, people are going in for it. I'm getting text messages from Donny O'Brien. Fergal Walsh is still trying to get back up there. There's guys like that still in it. So yeah, peace out, Vinny. Keep safe. Say hello to all the lads.
Yeah, thanks very much, Face Man. That was a good, cheerful, sort of invigorating. I feel a bit invigorated after listening to him. Mr. Motivator. Thanks, Face Man. That was good stuff. Yeah, the triple cap. Yeah, Gundogan. You could have been getting something, another goal or something, another extra 10. Actually, 15 points there wouldn't go amiss. And by playing that, it's kept you up there. In all fairness, that could be, key as well, because he only got like 10 points. So you've made 20 points. It's not the worst for a triple captain. It could have been a disaster. Yeah, the Spurs players seems to be they're the guys now, and everyone's going to get on them. So, I'm going to get all on them, and everyone else is going to get on them. So we want 7 Spurs players now, so we do in the team. So, yeah, that sort of game week is kind of saved Face Man in a way with the triple captain. Now that's 30 points down. That's where I was. That's where I am this week. Yeah, a shout for Aiden Fitz, obviously, as well. Well, that's his team there. And, Kane is just totally done it. As you can see, not fantastic, bits and pieces, of the other players. But the Kane is just totally, the captain pick, as Face Man say, is just going to be pivotal. So, it's wide open for, I reckon, from Mark to Aiden Fitz, they'll be swapping those positions for the top 3 and the fourth, the fighting fourth. He mentioned Silver Mines O'Brien, and we need to have a look at Donny. Just crazy game week, 85 points. But the triple captain in Ederson is absolutely. Can you imagine that score if he had it on? Gundogan, he would have made a bit more. Nearly, oh God, it must be so infuriating for him. A triple captain against United. Wow, 2-0, and then tonight, no clean sheets, no nothing, 5-2, crazy night. It's just, he must be, it could have been so much, like, he should be above me, really. He should be well above me. He should be more like about, I think, 1,700 points, but it is what it is. Cresswell has just been crucifying me and doing brilliant. If you got Cresswell, it's just an assist magnet. Target playing well as well. He played 2 games, didn't he? So I like the look of his team. Vardy needs to start scoring a bit. Maybe, who knows? There's a bit of mixing that he can do there and twigging it a bit to get a bit more out of that team. Now, who have we got next after Faceman? Let's go for Mark Phillips. Now, I know there's European action tonight, so the guys didn't come on, and they're tired, and some have exams and studying, and all sorts are going on. So this is Mark.
Hi Vinny, yeah, not going to make it on the pod tonight. Sorry about that. But I've had the game week from hell. Diaz captain, two clean sheets down the drain. He conceded in both games. Bruno, he's the only person I think that scored. I feel like giving up at the minute, Vinny. Any advice for me?
I feel like giving up as well. I've kind of given up the ghost. I don't have anything to offer you, Marky. It's 6th and 7th. Like, I don't have anything. I've kind of lost the interest. I'll keep this thing going as long as, just to get through the year. But kind of egg on the rest. I don't know what to say. Let me have a look at your team. Salah's got to go. Cancelo, Diaz, you need a wild card. DCL got to go. Taylor, don't know. He's done bits and pieces. He came off the bench for you. Saka got to go. He's been rested half the time. Arsenal now are concentrating in the Europa League. Spurs don't seem to be concentrating on the Europa League. They're going all guns. So they're actually trying to put a slightly weakened team in the Europa to get by it. And Arsenal probably don't have that luxury. I think do they have Seville next? I don't know. I think they have. Pope just not done it. It's a straight thing. Meslier then saves the penalty, but then Lingard scores it. That's a frustration for me. Antonio will probably not play the next day in game week 28, get rested, but he should play game week 29. It's just lottery stuff. If you have a wild card left, Marky, use it. Bissaka, Shaw's the guy. Shaw's being touted as player of the season. Without Bruno, I know, but Shaw's just been phenomenal. It's just hemorrhaging points. I think, does Aiden Fitz have Shaw? No. I know one of the dudes have got Shaw. Is it David Mack? Yeah. I that's why I couldn't make any sort of ground in Dave Mack, because of Shaw. All season he's been killing me. He got in Lingard as well, killing me. He's took the hit from Ings, and Kane's killed me. This week, no way get near this guy. Finished 5th last year, so he probably, he could finish 2nd to wherever. So it's good stuff, good run. So I don't know, Marky, just keep plugging away and just maybe wake up tomorrow and see. Every day, wake up different. Feel like crap this week. Feel who knows tomorrow. Next on the list on the roll call is we'll go to Sniper now, Sean Gilday. And thanks, guys, everybody, for sending me something to keep it going, you know. So let's see what Sean Sniper Gilday's got to say.
How are you, Vinny? Really enjoying the podcast the last few weeks. Dust has settled on another poor game week for me. Sterling and Cancelo didn't play tonight. My City guys, so pretty disappointing. Ended with 41. Yeah, gotta move on. Get ready for next game week. Have to figure out a way to get Harry Kane in. He is in some form. Preparing for game week 29. I'm in an alright shape. I think I'll have 8 or 9 players anyways for that, so should be okay. But it's all about getting the cap now, the Top Dogs cap, the thing every boy in that league wants. So I'm keeping one watchful eye on the Snowman, the Hitman, and Starman, who are all chasing me. And I think Silver Mines passed me today, so well done to Silver Mines. But I'm gonna have to try and up my game again because I'm under severe pressure. Keep up the good work on the podcast, and hopefully we'll all be in the top 10 by the end of the year.
Yeah, and thanks for the support there. And hopefully can we stay in the top 10? Well, I have the look of a team that's, you know, mid-table, start losing, and you just can't get into any stride, and you just keep falling. I think Sean can say it's a similar thing. We're on a similar sort of trajectory, you know, average to nowhere. It's trying to keep hopeful and faithful to the team. Is a bit of a mix of marquees, you know. Saka, I don't know what to say to you, mate. Saka, Sanchez, Fabianski just came back from the other day. He's from injury, so the Saka trap. That's because of Shaw. So anyone with Wan-Bissaka, that's a trap. Again, Dallas did well, but then he goes away for 3 games. Leeds have a good game, then they go away for 3. I don't know what to say to you. Thanks for the kind words about the podcast. I'll keep it going, but it's more like it's like a funeral. It's a funeral episode. This is there's really a massive mixed bag in the numbers here. Joey will be kind of a bit miffed off a bit there with Gundogan, you know, and bits and pieces. You know, Shane has just managed to creep out of that game week with Gundogan. You know, it's disasters down here, not too bads here. You know, it's whatever. Who have we got next? Okay. So let's see what Aidan Starman Phillips has got to say. Get his team up. Making very good strides, but it's very hard to make ground on everybody.
Hey, Vinny. Look, delighted with James Ward-Prowse, captain. 5.9 million player. I took a gamble on him and it worked out. Overall, didn't do that well points-wise. I think 72 points, so hasn't made much difference because I don't have the Spurs guys. So I need to get the Spurs guys in. Sterling out and Salah out. Kane and Son in possibly. Might play the wild card. Also thinking about Aubameyang and KDB. But that's about it for now. Look, I'm trying to get into the top 10 for the cap. That's all it's all about. So onwards and upwards.
Yes, and I think that's the difference between me and Starman is that it's just psychology. You know, he's got a motivation. he's got a desire and a massive drive, and that's the difference between people in mid-table to like 14th in the table, are just going through the fixtures, nothing to play for. The heart's gone, it's finito, and the ones below them are just fighting like hell, and that's going to be the difference. I'd probably end up. I'd probably be out of the top 10 in another 3 or 4 weeks, unless I get a trip, my last trip right, the triple captain. It's pure Hail Mary mode now. So that's the difference between me and Ado's. Ado's got that drive and desire as most of everybody that's just outside from William Morgan, and he said Fergie Lyon, sorry, Fergie Walsh. I can't see Fergal Walsh. He said he mentioned, one of the guys mentioned Fergal Walsh wanted to do better. Here he is, 32. Yeah, but everybody's trying. Yeah, Maitland-Niles has been good for Ado, Mings, but he's right. Everyone's got to get off. Listen, if you need to make ground, you've got to get off Gundogan. All the City really, and just hope they get rested for the Premier League games. Maybe KDB could start more regularly rather than these two. And Sterling now will play in the Champions League, and will he play? He probably start for the Premier League game on game week 28, whatever City have, and then he'll be rested for. Well, why should they be rested? Because they're not playing the following week, Fulham. So maybe he could hold on to the City guys, thinking that they have a free game week on 29. I don't know, but they won't be playing anyway. So do you really want them? I don't know. Christensen's has been having great season for Chelsea. All the Chelsea defense just looking sweet. Not winning 1-0, 2-0. They're going around really, really solid. And Mendy obviously is the big shout for the goalkeeper. I know somebody's got Mendy. Is it Snowman? Yeah, Snowman's got Mendy. Gundogan's done well. A great 87 from Snowman there. Kane. He doesn't have Son, which is great. It's all about timing to get rid of Son. When Bale's doing well, Son does rubbish. And another, of course, Jamie Ward-Prowse. That's just a difference again. I was looking for a differential with Danny Ings and scoring penalty. I was on the right track with Southampton, but got the wrong guy. I did consider keeping. I had Ings earlier, but I wanted to make way. I've now made way of Ings for Kane, and I got Lingard in when he's not playing against United in the next match. So that's me, anyone that's got Liverpool, get rid. Salah. The game is not on the. It's all Champions League for them or bust. That's it. Liverpool Chelsea final. You heard it here first. And the best defense will win, and that will be Chelsea. So that's my thing. Chelsea will win the Champions League this year. Europa League. I'll go for Arsenal win the Europa League. Arsenal versus United. I don't give a hoot now at this stage. So the King of the Travellers. Just see if there's any other sort of. Well, the average bets. William, is that? Am I in the right game week? I am. 27. The average, I think, unless. Did William have anyone starting tonight? Go into the Hitman's team. It's just total. He's got 42. Again, Ings has destroyed him. Leicester have destroyed William this year as well with Barnes. So he probably won't beat the average there anyway, not with what he's got. Barry Cribben done well. He's bet the face man. That's a scalp. Ado. So it just depends now. These haven't. I haven't. What am I talking about? Faceman's done well with Gundogan, so he probably will win that. See, none of these have updated, so there's no point in me going through this, guys. Barry Cribben, that's a big match between himself and Faceman. 53. So yeah, it looks like Faceman has took out Cribbo. So these haven't updated, so I don't know. I've lost to Jerry Freely by a landslide. Yeah, what did Kevin Kilbride do? What, the Guru Killer? I'm going to call myself a different name. I'm not going to call myself the Guru anymore. I'm going to call myself the something dweeb, you know. 43 points. So you see the thing about Guru, he smashed me last week and he does nothing the next week. It's the same. What the hell is going on? Like, he's had some really, really good points. Let's have a look at the Guru. It seems to be good week, bad week, good week. I really hope if this 68 in the bench boost. Not too bad, not the worst. 90 points. So I think that was the week he bet me. 91 points. Wow. So it's just it seems to be in this game, when you look at it, you get a good team for a couple of game weeks, and unless you get it totally change everything around for the third week and the fourth week, you're goosed. You've gone backwards. It's like a continual evolution. If you stay on the same team 5 game weeks later, it'll be the perfect team. It's just a circle of pain and crap. That's what this is all about. Is that why we love it? Maybe getting into loving real football would be better than, don't know, virtual fantasy. Okay, so where are we now? Just pop into the Armour League. I just saw Mark Byrne was leading us, so it's to and fro, and he's had a terrible game week here. 28 points. Darren Duffy. So there's a bit of swapping, you know. Kilkelly Village, Keith Cassidy was winning for a while. 16-30, so back. Very good score. So what's Darren Duffy got? It might have updated. 93 points. Wow. So Gundogan, he gets all that City stuff. Lovely jubbly. And that Gundogan goal. So that's an extra 13 on what he's done. So he's onwards and upwards. Great total there. Dazzler. So yeah, that's just the crack with the Armour League. And what else has there got to do here? I suppose just a quick roundup of what's next in the game week 28, 29. Is it 28? Yeah, it's episode 29. Well, it's an early early deadline. It's on Friday, as you can see, Newcastle and Villa. So when does it say? It says 6:30 tomorrow, Friday. Today is Wednesday, so just keep an eye out for that. Leeds, Chelsea. That's going to be a clean sheet for Chelsea. Leeds I don't know. They have so many chances and offside goals, VAR decisions, missed whatever penalties or whatever. Nothing is going right at Leeds. They are the masters of destruction. Palace going nowhere. West Brom going nowhere. Who in God's name? How could you call that? Zaha's back. That's the only positive. It's going to be a dour 0-0. You know, Big Sam doesn't want to get beat. And the Hodgesaurus will figure out. I don't know. Can West Brom? I don't know. Pereira seems to have something about him, you know. Everton, Burnley. Everton are a Jekyll and Hyde team now. So, and Burnley. Don't know. Pope. My God, against Richard Carlson, Sigurdsson, and DCL. Maybe DCL can get back to some sort of ways. So, City and Fulham. That's not a straight one. That's not straightforward for City. So look, Fulham conquers the Liverpool. Look, they can do and be anything. Great team. I was very impressed with them against Tottenham. We should not have beaten them. They were a better team in the second half, and they got done by VAR. Again, your man's got his hand down, you know. And then that's given for a handball. It's a stupidity. Well, this VAR is a killer as well. It's all this stuff contributes to rubbish. It's rubbish decisions. The technology is probably right, but the decision making is just the problem maker. Arsenal, Spurs. No, I would probably say Spurs could go there and hammer Arsenal. But then Spurs could go there. Is Arsenal? What are they going to do with this Europa League match? And we have the Europa League. It's going to be the battle of who's freshest and who's got the better squad. Arsenal will definitely be up for this. They have to be. It'd be very, very courageous choice to pick Son Kane for that one. But then Kane is a phenomenal record against Arsenal. I don't know. It's going to be fireworks. Seriously. Arsenal need to win. They were saying they need to beat Burnley and Spurs to have any chance of doing anything. Now, have we got the table up? No. Yeah, of course, that's the Premier League, but it won't show me. I'm not going to go looking for the table now anyway. Just a quick round down. Look, West Ham they're no fools, and they won't be conceding too many goals. United won't be racking up a cricket score against West Ham. Bruno, when's he going to get a rest? He's going to play all the games. He's playing all the games. He's Superman, Super Bruno. And Liverpool Wolves, well, my God, above. Are Liverpool going to get back to winning ways against Wolves, who never concede, or they never score in the first half, and then they're the team that always comes back in the second half. Well, Wolves don't have too much to play for. Maybe they're going to be fresher. I think this is a really difficult match to get back to winning ways for Liverpool. They're going to still have to use the squad they've played tonight now, haven't they? I think they've won the match 2-0. Champions League. Let's get an idea of who the hell started. I wasn't watching any of this stuff. I'm doing something else. I've got another channel on Odyssey. It's the new non-censored version of YouTube, and there's more freedom and more rights. So Odyssey, ODYSEE.com is where to go. I'm transferring all the episodes of FPL Top Dogs onto my Odyssey, and I've got another channel running. I've made up another channel, and that's all going to be focused on cryptocurrency. So this is another thing that people could be having a look at. That's why I'm a bit kind of au fait, or not au fait, but blasé with the football now, because we're following these dudes. They're not doing it on the pitch. They get paid a mega fortune, and we have a good mood or a bad mood, depending on some things we can't control. I don't want to be like this in 20 years' time, retired, and still complaining about footballers. You know, at the end of the day, they always get paid and they'll always remain getting paid. And none of us know them, and none of them pay for our holiday time. So let's get our priorities straight here. You have been told. So I know my priorities. It doesn't say now where in God's name. No, here we are. Fabinho, man of the match. Okay. Who was in goals? Oh, that's just the. So any of you who saw the match tonight, you don't need to. You can tune off now. It doesn't say, but it's just so Fabinho's in midfield. So Phillips has had a good game. Wijnaldum, Jota's back doing well. Salah's played. Thiago, Manny. That's a strong team. That's apart from. Don't know if Robinson. How many of them play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's the strongest team they could have played. So that's their, you know, their priorities now. They're going all guns, and so God knows who's going to turn up against those. I would be shocked if Liverpool turned up and rocked up a 3-0 win there. Seriously, rocked. Is it time to get all our Liverpool dudes back? What do you do if you've got Liverpool assets? They're doing it in the Champions League, and then they're giving up the ghost all more or less with the worst tackle defense of all time. It's absolutely about 34 points off they were this time last year after the same games played. Absolutely worst ever. A bit like me. I won last year, and look where I am now. Flying all the way down, top 1 million. Wow, whoopee-doo. I'll get a hat. I'll get a hat for finishing, 11th. Way out of there. I don't know, mate. That's the thing about life. You can make a hat for. Well, it's hard to get anything done in the West. You can get all sorts of stuff done in the East. Anyway. So, who would you pick your captain? Just depends, I suppose. Good luck with your games this week, boys. Anyway, real moan this week. It's nice to hear from the lads. Anyone? Thanks to the resident guys for coming on and throwing a few thoughts and their voice messages. All good. So, I'm going to come up with a different name now. No more Guru. I have no idea what I can call myself now. Just always don't have no idea. I'll come up with something anyway next week. So good luck with your FPL Fantasy League. I'm sure you've got to be doing better than 416th, that's going to be worse now by tonight. Top 500,000. Wonderful stuff. So whatever I'm doing, you do the opposite and you should be okay. Okay, this is a long old video. Thanks for staying with us. Tune in next week and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I'm not too mad about the YouTube thing. I am thinking about getting off the whole YouTube thing now with the censorship that's going on. They won't censorship this sort of stuff or anything. Not that I have any thoughts outside, that I express on YouTube, but I just don't believe in it. Any donations or whatever that these scripted chat boxes generate, YouTube gets 30% of whatever. So if somebody sends in £3, YouTube gets £1. It's not, that's mafia stuff. So the future really is Odyssey. They give you a cryptocurrency called Library. So just get into it. Start looking into it. If it's there to be earned, you're promoting the channel, and you get, for the more you view it and the more you use Odyssey, ODYSEE, the more Library crypto coins. So without doing anything or getting into anything, you can whole cryptocurrency. I think it's a great idea. And you can support other channels by donating some of that crypto to help them grow. And it's all starting off now. So where will we be in 5, 6, 7, or 8 years with this thing? And the sky's the limit, and all bets are on. So that's just a heads up to let you know. Do click into my Odyssey, which I'm known as Valwega Sports. That's my my name on Odyssey, Valwega Sports. So that's it, boys. That's enough. All I can say. Good luck with your team, and God bless. Cheers.